Hey, let's talk about ammunition. So there are basically two types of modern day ammunition, rimfire and centerfire. And both of these cartridges are pretty self-explanatory. As you can see right in here, you've got an array of rimfire cartridges. And then over here you've got your centerfire cartridges, both in pistol calibers and in rifle calibers. The nice part about it is they are what they seem to be. So rim fire basically means that your firing pin is going to strike right there on the rim of the casing. So your firing pin strikes right there, anywhere on the rim. Doesn't matter where, anywhere on the rim, rim fire. Now, this is truly synonymous with .22 caliber. So caliber runs the diameter of the inside of the bore of the firearm. So .22 is just a little shy of a 1/4 inch. And it's in English measurement. Now, firearm calibers also can come in millimeters. So whether it's metric or whether it's actually U.S. standard or English standard, that all depends on where the point is on there and whether it has millimeter behind it. All of these casings right here belong to the rimfire family, even though a lot of the openings might be a little bit different sizes and the length of the casings might be a little bit different. This is referred to as a short. That's a standard long. This is a Stinger, a little bit more power. This one out here is a Winchester rifle and a Winchester Magnum. And then you've got the Magnum round with its necked down version into a .17. So this one right here, even though it's a Magnum round, it's shooting a projectile that's exactly the same size as a BB, .17. So your pellet gun is a .17 that actually shoots around the same size, same diameter. Over here, these are your center fire cartridges. Now, the big difference is this. The firing pin strikes the center of the casing. There's your primer cap. So there's the big difference. So the firing pin strikes a different place on the primer location in the casing. So that's the only big difference. There are lots of other types of ammunition out there. There's black powder, there's air rifles. So whenever there's an explosive involved in it, if it's a modern day cartridge, it's probably either going to be rim fire or center fire. These don't have a lot of recoil. These have a lot more recoil and it starts to go up in scale. The bigger the bullet, this is a .45 caliber, the bigger the bullet, the more recoil it's going to have compared to a .380. So the .380 caliber is a 9mm short. That's really all it is. Most of these are all inside the .38 caliber family. You start going up in size to a .40 caliber, you go up to the .45 caliber. The .40 caliber is also a little bit longer shell, will be a 10mm. So you do have corresponding sizes, 9mm, 38 or .380. So again, these are center fire, and these over here are rim fire, okay? We have some different types of rim fire rounds over here. This right here is your Magnum round. This right here is a Stinger, and then this right here is a regular long. But notice the difference. They got a ball round and a hollow point. Look real close. The ball round has a little hollow point in it, and that's why it's called hollow point. This round here is designed to enter whatever it hits and expand and stay in. This round here, the ball round, is designed to go in and pass through. So this stays in one piece and goes through. This one's designed to open up and stay inside. This one here is a nose-filled or a center-filled hollow point. This also goes in and opens up, and it's designed to do that on purpose. Most rifle rounds are going to be in the center fire cartridges. So you've got your standard .223 and .556. A lot of people say, Clint, what's the difference between the two? The casings are almost the same. Well, if you look real close, the .556 sometimes has just a fraction of a millimeter longer casing, but not always the case. You can use the casings the same. They're interchangeable for the most part. The only difference is the .223 is a civilian version of that round of the .556 with a little bit lower charge to it. So if your rifle is rated for .556, it can shoot .223. But if your rifle is only rated for .223, Although it will fire a 5.56, I highly discourage that because the pressures are much higher in this. A lot of times if somebody gives you rounds or you come across these rounds, the easiest way to tell the difference between the two is typically the 5.56 will have foreign markings on it or markings that you really can't recognize, but the 223 round typically always has 223 printed on the head plate of the casing. So there's a quick way. It doesn't always apply, but that's one quick way to see if you don't have the box that the ammunition came in, which I never recommend shooting ammunition that you don't know the origin of. But if you get a box and you mix the rounds, you can usually tell the 223 because it's marked on the stamp head. So, and then you continue to go up. That's 300 blackout. Here's your AK round. You see this is part of the 308 family, 7.62 by 39. Then you've got your 308. You've got your 30-06, you've got your 270, and your 243. So again, all rifle casings should be matched up to the correct firearm, even though you can probably get away with taking a 308 round, sticking it in a 30-06 rifle, and it might work. Chances are it will, but it's a very dangerous practice. Always make sure you match up the correct ammunition to the correct rating of the firearm it's designed to shoot in. And folks, that's Rainman Tactical. See you next time.